Watch this, y'all. It's my hidden talent. Oh, you want me to do it again?
Eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the Titanic. Eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down, going down. Eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going.
I suffer a little from what I call toxic perfectionism. In 6th grade, I cried when I got my first A-. It was on a quiz in the advanced math class I had skipped a year to join. In 7th grade, I spent more than 70 hours on a cell biology project, replete with a hand-drawn game board, hand-sculpted figurines, handwritten flashcards, until my mom screamed at me to get on with my life. In 8th grade, I started to hate the act of writing. So much time was consumed waiting, fingers twitching, cursor blinking, for the elusive, perfect word to fall from the sky and resuscitate my paralyzed mind. The summer before freshman year, I became aware of my body, another obstacle to conquer, another blemish to refine. I systematically starved myself until my hair fell out and my period stopped and the world turned cold. Perfectionism devoured me until I was hollow. I've never felt good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, kind enough. Enough. Newton's third law of motion states that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. When you try too hard to bend the unyielding universe to your own will, inevitably, you're the one that's gonna break.
I made my teacher cry. Story time. When I was in 2nd grade, I had this teacher and she was the devil, and we're gonna name her Miss Jackson. And the reason I call her a devil is because she would say really mean things to me to my face. She would be like, Ty, stop talking like that, you sound like a little girl. Or, your favorite color can't be pink, you have to choose one of the boy colors. And since I was so young, I didn't understand how serious these things were, and I didn't know I can get her in trouble. And I would go home sad like every single day. Eventually my mom noticed and she asked me what was wrong. So I told her some of the things that Miss Jackson would say to me, and my mom was mad. And my mom was like, the next time she says something to you, say something rude back, and if you get in trouble, I'll handle her from there. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. Now, Miss Jackson was a heavy lady, so I knew if I said something rude to her, it would be about her weight. Though we don't body shame around here. We don't do that, okay? So I'm in school eating lunch with my friends who happen to be girls, and Miss Jackson comes up to me and she's like, shouldn't you be eating with the boys? So I looked at her and I was like, shouldn't you be eating a salad? And the lunchroom started laughing, and then she started crying.
Oh, stranger.
そんなものは甘いの。
My mom never wanted children. She was too strong-willed, too independent. She always thought she'd make a terrible mother. But my dad threatened to divorce her if she didn't bear his children, so here I am. My mom never wanted children, and she reminds me of it. I hate you. I don't want you anymore. Go fuck yourself. I will never speak a word to you again. You're the reason I'm depressed. You are the one who makes this family unhappy. You are the one who makes me unhappy. And if you're unhappy, it's all on you. She's the reason I used to cry myself to sleep and hyperventilate in school bathrooms. At the end of 9th grade, I came in 20 minutes late to my physics final, sobbing, because she was screaming at me and refused to take me to school until she was done. It's not always like this, though. Sometimes the turbulent sea calms, and sunlight peeks through the suffocating clouds. And in the brief tranquility, I allow myself to hope. Stupid hope. Seems like I never learned my lesson. I love my mom, and I know she loves me too. But she's also the person I fear most in the world.
Among Us.
I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah.
Representative Yoho put his finger in my face. He called me disgusting. He called me crazy. He called me out of my mind. He called me dangerous. Representative Yoho called me, and I quote, a fucking bitch. I am here because I have to show my parents that I am their daughter and that they did not raise me to accept abuse from men.
On my home for all seasons, so come on, let's go. Go below zero and hide from the sun. I love you forever, we'll have some fun.
Play her. Shawty gon' get that paper. Shawty tongue rip like razor. Shawty got wick, got flavor. Part of my tits and makeup. Pay her. Jump in and hit that layup. Shawty ain't with them games, yeah. Shawty gon' get that paper. Pay her. I've been trying not to go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Mother, I'm coming home. I'll follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. God, I never loved one like you. Boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I'll be here never with you. We laugh until we think we'll die, barefoot on a summer night. Nothing new is sweeter than with you. And in the street we run free, like it's only you and me. Geez, got something to see. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with.
Hey y'all, I got asked to do a tutorial, so here it goes. So I started out by sketching the body. I used a reference photo, highly recommend that, it's a lot easier. And now I'm sketching out a little guide for where all the different colors are gonna go. You're just gonna wanna follow along the shapes and curves of the body. And you could do as many rings as you want, I usually stick to 4. And now I'm just numbering them so it makes it a lot easier for me to paint. I always start with the lightest color, which would be number 1 on the inside, and get darker as it goes out. But this isn't necessarily how you have to organize your colors, that's just how I do it. And now we can mix our paints. I use these acrylic paints from Michaels, and for this one I picked this green color. And to get that gradient effect, I use white and add a little bit of white to every single batch of that green. And I add a little bit more white and a little less green every time. I like using one color and adding white to make sure it all goes together. And then I swatch each mix to make sure they match. Light for part 2.
Alright, people, we're continuing the series, except this time y'all didn't pick the colors because this is the giveaway winner's choice of colors. But I hear you. I think the most I've seen recently are neon flowers, and then I still need to do the mint flowers. But, you know, you keep commenting, and then I'll do them eventually. Also, the comments of people thinking it's gonna be ugly because they look ugly right now, and then once I outline it, they're like, whoa! That's always fun to see because that's kind of how it works. Trust the process, baby. Okay, so I'm outlining, and then of course this canvas isn't going to be on my website, but I did make a print of it, and then I made a notebook and a print of the notebook, and then there's phone wallpapers of each on my website. So exciting. Okay, and as always, I'm gonna go find Ella for her to give her opinion on this one. It's always very important. Oh, okay. What else? Alright, well that sounded like a good rating, hopefully. So, here it is.